welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria and welcome to Luxury by V. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make the caging back-up method. So like if you don't have a back-up or warding or one of those things you use to pad your cup, you can also make use of boning. This is the type of boning, the one you can sew on. I don't know if you can see, but this is it. It's very flexible. The boning is flexible. It has these teeth on it here. So I'm using the 1/2 inch one. So this is the first back-up I made. This is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm using this piece for my lining. I'm not using it for my main fabric, because if I'm using it for my main fabric, I'll use only same color thread. I use same color thread, but at some point my thread is almost finished, so I have to manage with another thread. So that's why you are seeing this line here. So this is what it looks like. This is my lining piece. So yeah, so I'm going to show you how to make your back-up caging method. Yeah, so this is my second cup. What I just did here is that I measured, let me bring you up and close. So as you can see on my back-up, I have these markings here. I just took my tape, or you use your tape or your ruler, whatever, and then I measured 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. You could use 1 inch if you'd like, but I decided to use 1.5 inch because I don't have enough boning. So I measured 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch on the top side of my back-up. And now I'm going to take my pen and then just rule along. Also, you can see that along the sides of my back-up, I already measured 1/2 inch around for my sewing allowance, so I don't get my boning out of those lines, so it's for easy sewing. So I'm just going to rule along the lines. I'm going to rule along the lines. And then I'll come to the other side. So my lines may look a bit confusing, but what I did is just bring in my lines a bit because it was getting into the midpoint, because I'm also going to put a boning along the lines, along my center seam here. So as you can see, I already pressed my seam open, so you should definitely do that. So yeah, now I'm going to get into the sewing machine and then demonstrate what you're actually going to do. So since I'm using this piece for my lining piece, my boning is going to be going in the curved. You know your boning is already curved, right? So I'm going to be placing my boning this way. Then if you are using the caging method for your main piece and not your lining piece, your boning should go this way, like facing the bust. I don't know if you understand. So since I'm using my lining piece, my boning is going curved this way. So if it's your main piece, it should be going this way. So yes, I'm going to show you what I mean, just in case you don't understand. So let's go back to this piece. So this is my lining piece. My boning is going this way. It's going this way. But if it's my main piece, my boning should be going outwards. So yes, let's get into the sewing machine and then I'll show you what I actually mean. This is what it's looking like. I'm just going to cut off the excess. So this is what it's looking like, right? So this is what the front is. It's advisable that you use your the color of your fabric, but my thread is finished and it's the lining piece, so I'm not bothered. So yes, so this is what it's looking like. So if you have a straight stitch, you just sew 2 lines across, back and forth. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew the boning down. So as you can see, I sewed it along this way because it is the lining piece. If it's your main piece, you sew it the opposite way. So this is what the outside part looks like. So now, before I go ahead to line in the rest of the lines, I would go to my iron. So this is my ironing bust pad. I forgot what the name it's called, but to use it, you place your busties on it or your bra cups and then just iron. I made this myself. If you want a tutorial of how I made this, I could make one for you. So yes, so let's get ironing. So what I like to do is get a bra cup. I do have a bra cup, but it's not in the size I want it to be. But then I'm going to use this bra cup to help me iron better. You can just use this alone, but then I like to get this curved, exact curve shape of the bra cup. So I'll just place it and then place my cup on my caged cup. So I'm just going to place it this way. As I'm ironing, I'm going to be bending it this way. I'm going to be bending it this way as I'm ironing. So let me show you what I mean. I have the tight setting, so I'm going to be bending it. Sort of like heating up the boning so that it's malleable, so that it can bend. So that's what I'm doing now. Let's start at the bottom part. Placing my back off, then I keep stop, and then I'll just press. Careful because of your fabric, but it doesn't matter. Your aim should just be that it shouldn't touch your exact fabric. So I'm going to the bits. So I'm just going to sit sorry. So now it's hot. I have to use my hand this way. So take a look. It's curving really nice. It's what it looks like before. So it's flat, not rounded because of the sewing. So I'm going to do that again on this side and on this side. So I'm going to point the front side and then the same thing. So when it's hot, you have to hold yourself. When it's hot, you bend it till it's cold. Because when it's hot, you can bend it until it's cold. When it's cold, it's a bit rigid. So yes. So, you see this part, this part. So I'm going to do it again. This way. So you can see it's curved to a good extent. Oh, you know, why can't I not see? So just bend it that way until it gets cold. Yes. So now, so I'm satisfied with my right now. It's very cold. Yes. So I'm going to move to my sewing machine and add the money on the sides. Guys, I already went to the iron and I'm done, and now we are going to sew our boning across these lines. So I'm going to sew 3 boning across these lines for more structure to the boning, so I'm going to go this way, and this way. So let's get sewing. So as usual, my boning is bent already. So for this curved part, you are going to face your fabric upwards, while these parts will be on the under. So I'm going to be sewing this way. You have to align it with your sewing machine. So guys, this is what the two bra cups are looking like. I went ahead and added the three cups bra cup, and then I ironed it, and they are looking good. So because this is my dress, I don't mind the mixed colored thing. I would prefer you use the actual color of the fabric, but I ran out of thread, so that's why this is happening. So yes guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.